The new Boost Mobile network is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for life.
That sounds like a threat.
Then how do you think we should say it?
Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for the rest of your life?
I don't know.
Until your ultimate demise.
What if we just say forever?
Okay.
$25 a month, forever.
Get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile forever.
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
On today's Smart 7, Trump fumes over Zelensky, UN and Red Cross criticise Hamas hostage handover, and much more. It's Friday, 21st of February, it's World Care Day, and happy birthday, Elliot Page.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
US President Trump was described as fuming on Thursday over Ukrainian President Zelensky's refusal to bend to the American president's will. Trump's national security advisor Mike Waltz said Zelensky needs to stop criticising Trump and sign the mineral rights deal. That deal is reported to involve Ukraine signing away $500 billion worth of mineral and drilling rights to the US in return for no security guarantees, and it sounds like a mafia-style shakedown more than anything. In advance of Sir Keir Starmer's trip to see Trump next Thursday, Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy was politely but firmly pushing back.
We don't consider him to be a dictator. He is a democratically elected leader. We take a different view about that, and we've made that very clear, that President Zelensky is a legitimate leader.
Former British ambassador to Ukraine, Lee Turner, says that Ukraine's allies need to be clear and united in the face of what is clearly Russian disinformation that Trump has picked up on.
It's absolutely essential that everybody who's dealing with the Americans makes clear to them, and particularly to President Trump, he really has swallowed Putin's Kool-Aid, makes clear that an outcome to this conflict, which leaves Russia in control of any significant amount of Ukraine, is equivalent to Russia winning the war.
Even while Trump fumes about Zelensky, Russia has continued its war in Ukraine, with more missile strikes and Vladimir Putin reporting that Russian troops have pushed into Ukraine from Kursk. As US military aid seems to be drying up for Ukraine, the UK and European allies are gearing up to offer more support and potentially peacekeeping troops on the ground. Thursday saw Defence Secretary John Healey announce a new security pact between Norway and the UK.
This is the talk of Europe stepping up for European security. This is the talk of those European nations in action here, Norway and the UK together.
NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte has been warning his members that they need to step up spending, or as he put it, they may get a call from a very nice man in Washington.
We must dig deeper. The world is becoming more dangerous, but NATO remains ready to deter and defend, to tackle the range of challenges we face together.
A coroner concluded on Thursday that the government may have breached a young soldier's right to life by failing to protect her after she made an accusation of sexual assault against a senior colleague. The assistant coroner for Wiltshire and Swindon, Nicholas Reinberg, said the army investigation into the complaint suffered from systemic flaws that left Jaisley Beck facing what was described as an onslaught of inappropriate messages. Gunnar Beck was found dead in her room at Larkhill Camp at just 19 years of age. Her family are calling for the Prime Minister to intervene and stop the practice of allowing the army to carry out its own investigation into serious offences.
Things need to change. The army cannot be allowed to investigate itself anymore when it comes to cases of sexual harassment, assault, bullying and abuse.
There were grim scenes in Khan Yunis on Thursday as Hamas returned the bodies of 4 Israeli hostages by placing the coffins on a stage and presenting them to the Red Cross. There was criticism from both the UN and the Red Cross over the public nature of the event, which the UN's rights chief Volker Turk described as abhorrent and cruel. The bodies, which were supposed to be those of a mother, her 2 young children and an elderly man, were immediately removed to a forensics centre in Tel Aviv for identification. However, DNA testing suggested that one of the bodies is not that of Shiri Babas and is also not a match for any of the hostages, which the Israeli military has described as a violation of the utmost severity of the ceasefire agreement. Adam Boehler is the US envoy for hostage affairs, and he spoke to CNN.
I mean, it's stunning. I don't know what they thought when they put the body of somebody else in a coffin and said that it was the mother of 2 kids that have been brutally murdered, whether they thought Israel wouldn't find that or not, but it's absolutely stunning.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, the Six Nations rugby is ready to rumble again, and Ethan Hawke goes blue right after this.
Dear old work platform, it's not you, it's us. Actually, it is you. Endless onboarding? Constant IT bottlenecks? We've had enough. We need a platform that just gets us. And to be honest, we've met someone new. They're called Monday.com, and it was love at first onboarding. Their beautiful dashboards, their customizable workflows got us floating on a digital Cloud 9. So no hard feelings, but we're moving on. Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use.
Welcome back.
This weekend sees the men's Six Nations rugby swing back into action, with England facing off against Scotland for the Calcutta Cup on Saturday afternoon. Before that game, Ireland are in Cardiff to face Wales, who've just parted company with long-time manager Warren Gatland. The Welsh temporary coach is Matt Sherratt, and he's made big changes to the team, who've lost 14 games in a row. It'll be a tough battle, and with Ireland also under temporary management as Andy Farrell prepares to coach the Lions this summer, there's been a twist in the tale. Ireland's interim coach Simon Easterby found himself questioned about whether he was in the running for the Welsh coaching job.
I didn't really know that had been linked, but of course there's been speculation, and that's all it is. It's speculation. I'm not in control of that. You know, I love what I do here, and for me that's it's a dream job. So speculation is exactly that.
Ethan Hawke has been getting rave reviews for his new movie, which is something of a departure for the actor. It's a biopic about legendary US lyricist Lorenz Hart, half of the Broadway duo behind songs like The Lady is a Tramp and My Funny Valentine. The movie is named after one of his biggest hits, Blue Moon, and sees Hawke team up with his longtime creative partner, director Richard Linklater. The crowds at the Berlin Film Festival loved it, and Ethan says that he enjoyed every moment of the collaboration.
There's a magic in beautiful chemistry between human beings when communication happens, and Linklater's so good at hearing that and trying to capture that, and so this to me was a reason to live.
Ellen Pompeo has spent more time in hospitals than most doctors, but now the actress who has played Meredith Grey on Grey's Anatomy for 20 seasons is branching out. She's set to star in a new series called Good American Family, which is based on the bizarre true story of Natalia Grace. If you've not heard about it, an American family adopts a girl they think is a Ukrainian child who has dwarfism, but all is not what it seems. There are plenty of twists and turns, and even though it's a true crime series, Ellen looks relieved not to be wearing scrubs. The first episodes drop on Disney Plus in May.
Do you have her school records?
That's her birth certificate.
This one's not even in English.
Why is this bothering you? They let her in, right?
We're supposed to be on the same team.
Don't do that. We are on the same team.
Something is off. She has adult teeth. There are signs of puberty. Michael? I don't think she's a little girl.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Dear old work platform, it's not you, it's us. Actually, it is you. Endless onboarding? Constant IT bottlenecks? We've had enough. We need a platform that just gets us. And to be honest, we've met someone new. They're called Monday.com, and it was love at first onboarding. Their beautiful dashboards, their customizable workflows got us floating on a digital Cloud 9. So no hard feelings, but we're moving on. Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use.